Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. We're about to start the trial now. Yeah. Did you know that Von Camel's daughter is only 18 just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself. She's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she feels a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in the murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning. The tip, you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. Yeah, be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? Her mother's coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Do you think you could do me the favor to do channel media today, too? Huh? I was still helping sit in the audience and watch today. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. But that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mr. Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you to your alone time. Dang it, Pearl. Oh, thank goodness. Nick. This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to the night news with great joy. Then the image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. Famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Camel. Glad to see you in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. That's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, very interesting theory presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the challenge chamber. Correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. The only key to the challenge chamber was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? What in the what? But Miss Karma. Then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in the picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what's the meaning of this? Oh, I'm saying that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that's when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's Aunt Morgan Fay to the stand. Just as I suspected Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Witness name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I'm a spirit medium. of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a matter of speaking? Ugh! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I'll perform the spirit severing technique on Mr. Maya then. Spirit severing technique? He's so surprised. A technique to remove the spirit from the body and send it back to the other world, that is. Yes, that is. Ah! You. Be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing the technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while possessed in state, managed to escape from the challenge chamber. Order. Order! Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on the trial. After we heard the gunshots, these two broke open the door and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mr. Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. With a great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She's simply correcting a falsity with the Phoenix, right? Why is she making a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Never mind. With the right your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack at her testimony. Okay, let's see. I have to do the third, fourth, and sixth. Investigation, you stated you struck the defendant on the head. I'll have to do like the second as well. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this, but however... Witness is lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mr. Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did you... This witness didn't and could have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. I have to do the second one because I absolutely forgot. Well, is it really necessary to have two people do something as simple as call the police? I If there's a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why didn't you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. Is it really easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing. However, yes. But you're visibly larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Mia Fey. Throwing nose. Oh, it's such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that the nurse she called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given it a chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, is that because you were unconscious? Well, yes. Great. Well, now what? This is the either option there. So why you were unconscious? You have no idea what the defendant meant? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. Yeah, that's true. It's true, this witness was not able to confirm this. But the key here is this witness. What do you mean by that? I mean, she has another witness up her slave, that's what. Looks like Miss Funcama is ready to move on her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the channeling chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask. Where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. Oh, be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecutor chose Miss Annie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Annie, I think you can see where this is headed. Name and occupation. Okay, so my name is Annie. I'm researching parapsychology and stuff like at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. And I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is it correct? Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, I have some spine for my sake. Please, good God. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into my room, like, really suddenly. I was like, oh my God, totally my sister. Like, I hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way. My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? You don't mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time? Are you saying that the spirit of this... or the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes. Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at the Dr. Dre's clinic. Oh, well, this is... witness? Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no after them. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. So I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Any? She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that spirit goes that far to use a medium to get revenge. It's a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimony spoke to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now was all made up. Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, wasn't it? What do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all that is. So it's well constructed? But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there's room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the truth behind this matter. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you can make this one more entertaining than the last. Sometimes I do this again and count it. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But most people wouldn't react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again. But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, a cult, but, like, know all about the current channeling technique. The point here was the witness immediately recognized that was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this one to question me? Gotta have to question further. So, you didn't really think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try at least using that once in a while? With the right? The question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? It is important. It is very important, and I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright? Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. Let's see. I think I'll go with the costume. Objection! It was very well spun lie, Miss Annie. What are you blabbling about this time, Mr. Venus Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all that is. Still in my lines now, are we, Venus? Miss Miney, may I remind you what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you're thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I think even you would be surprised if someone appeared like before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include blood when you saw the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying in that line, you will notice it right off the bat. Yeah, someone's lying somewhere. Order, Miss Miney. What is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me! Not. Oh! And why are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry, I like, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Gee, great. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason why you didn't notice the blood. You think like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied with the right? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. Okay. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was like totally flipped out because she was just shot Dr. Gray. But I think she knew, she like said she did something really bad. And like, she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Mr. Morgan. Did Mimi Spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge at Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Venus, right? The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything strange you found strange or unusual or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh. Like, when do you mean? Like, when? I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press her hurting. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to channeling? Yes, it's very important, sir. I asked because it's very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what did that prove? Objection! Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way all that time, there's no way you could have seen this person. Take that! I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes? And how's the child Rosa? It just so happened at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh. And she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Ah! Wait, she broke the urn? Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right there in the middle of winding away. Oh god. How did she not notice that little girl sitting there? Miss Miney? Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I would have to declare you legally blind. I think I have significantly proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Yeah, she's the one liar. Big liar. With the right, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Your lies end here. What do you mean? The witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where's this contradiction? Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the challenge chamber, you know? It's true, at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had John call the police. So, what did that, like, anything have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the challenge chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room cannot have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go in the challenge chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the windy way. She must have went a different way. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the challenge chamber, one would have used the windy way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked a very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask the question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Dre was Annie. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Take that! Miss Miney was here, of course. What? That is the challenge chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order. That's why that. Ah! Mr. Phoenix, right. Have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimonies established that. Only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber during when the challenge started. Yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Annie was hiding in the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Take that! Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone is hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick and pin it on me, slime ball. Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be sick. Shut it, Gramps. You know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pig's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind a phone screen with the help of this.
Take that!
Miss Miney? How you were able to hide yourself for the scene of the crime was very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box? No person can fit in that. Anybody can if you're small enough. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. A lot of disproved when she was hiding from me in it. But the clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. With the right? Do you think you could prove what the clothing box was at the scene of the crime? Yep. And now I present a piece of evidence that will prove the clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This is... what is there? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole. About 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The phone screen. It had a hole in the same height. That's right. I hope this helped open your eyes up to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen. Which is why the bullet from the pistol would hit both the box and the folding screen. Because if it was in that other room, how is it possible? It went right through the screen and into the box. Miss Miney? You were hiding behind the phone screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Dre.
Objection!
Then, Mr. Phoenix, right about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Annie? That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Annie? You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. You wore a medium costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. The masquerade as Maya? She had planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No. Stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix, right, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do well by herself. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparation does. Ow! And need I remind you, the foolish would receive no mercy. Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. She is getting mad. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. This person. If it wasn't someone from the Shrine Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fae household, you wouldn't have gotten that box to use. Morgan Fay. Isn't that the wonderful lady we had with us earlier? And what do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? He's being mad. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Yeah, she doesn't deny it, look like. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself in the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently toward the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. And then she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside a clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that's why the hole in the folding screen was slowed to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way in the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Morgan Fay chased us out. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who is that laughing at him like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Fatarma, sure. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone upon Karma Blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix, right? Your argument is flawed in every one very crucial area. And that is... if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium pretending to be one putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? That's, That's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Annie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? What's her motive? Exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. motive, I can't say she had no motive here. Motive now. What's her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason when you want him dead is this. Says Pepper took him too. Or
Take that!
huh. Guess I thought you bored me with your silly answers, Venus, right? Great, now she's telling me my full name. I think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death. Yes. Because through that accident you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one had proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? See now, old Gramps? I'm like gonna explain, so please listen, okay? It's been like over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like that of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? So she's back to her airhead persona. Ouch. Pathetic, Mr. Finnis, right? You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Finnis, right? What Miss Miney had stated is very true. The revenge is overly complicated and she had no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there's no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't have any evidence. Truly, this is a piece of evidence that does demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Finnis, right? You should really learn your place. Ugh. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, like, just as I, like, told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination, Miss Annie. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. Alright? You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Venus. Yeah? Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for murder. But you know, regardless of that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Venus. Everything happened for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason why she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in that way? Can you prove the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? I'm not totally confident here, but I know I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show him something the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Too bad you're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Yeah. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance to finish, right? What? You're supposed to be on my side. Von Trauma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down with the finish, right? And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take 5-minute recess. We will continue cross-examination after we convene. Okay, that's it for this one for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below and subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.